I feel very strongly led to come on here to drop this in somebody's ear. Your story is not done yet. I don't know who I'm talking to, but this is just a chapter. This is not your whole book. This is not the whole story. This is not how it ends. And I know it's painful right now, but I need you to keep writing, because someone somewhere who is facing the same difficulties as you needs to know that you have been assigned this mountain to show them that it can be moved. I was speaking to a friend of mine recently who was sharing his heart with me, and he shared all that has happened to him within the past year. And in the story, he tells me how he fell into depression, how he found himself in a dark place, in a dark room, drinking his sorrows away, drinking to hopelessness, losing himself, found himself not loving himself anymore, just not knowing who he is, not knowing his identity, not knowing his purpose, and so many other things. And as I listened to him speak, I felt compelled to tell him, out of all the things that happened to you, the greatest thing that has happened is that you're still here to tell the story, which means that there is more to come, that this is not the end. And I told him, I'm interested in reading about the part where you get up, the part after you leave the dark room and you come into the light and you find yourself and you deal with the things that were traumatizing you, when you heal, when you get healthy. I'm interested in knowing that story, because your existence here is proof that there's more to come. And so I want to speak to somebody, because where you are right now, there may be so much shame associated with where you are. There's maybe so much pain and trauma associated with where you are. But I want you to understand that you get to decide how this story ends. You get to decide the meaning from this. You can choose to stay here and be depressed and continue spiraling down, or you can use this as a testimony to tell somebody, listen, I know what that feels like. I was there. You know, maybe you're not facing the same exact issues as my friend, but maybe you're facing something. I want to know, after that eviction notice, what happened? After that season of homelessness, what happened to you? After you left that toxic relationship, after you left that abusive marriage, what happened? After that teenage pregnancy, after you lost your job, after you lost your friends, after you lost, that relationship, what came of you? That's the story I'm looking for you to tell. Your story is not done. As painful as it is, I want you to grab a hold of this. There will be glory after this. There will be glory after this. Part of what makes a story so compelling is the challenges that someone has to overcome to be able to come out on top and say, this is what happened to me, but it didn't happen to me. It happened for me, and I used it to get to this place. That's inspiring. That's what motivates people. And so I'm praying for you today. Whatever you're facing, whatever you're going through, I want you to understand that it is just a chapter. It is just a season. Okay? And I want you to really sit with this concept that sometimes the things that happen to us happen for us. Doesn't always feel that way. But if you could grab a hold of that, I really believe that it's a life-changing perspective to understand that everything that is happening for us, right? That's what Romans 8:28 says. For we know that all things work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. All things, not some things, all things. Doesn't matter what's going on right now. All things are working for your good. Keep writing. We need to know how this ends. We need to know how the story ends. And I know that it's going to be a good one. God bless you.